What's up, y'all? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and buckle up, because it's about that time. Let's get into it. That might have been the quickest meeting in Thornton Township history. No exaggeration. Napoleon Harris walked in, read off a few things, and boom, meeting adjourned. But not before officially hiring Stephanie Weedman. Big congrats to her. I think she's stepping in as a new administrative assistant or something close to it. The public's been pushing for her inclusion since day one. So hey, that's a win. Shout out to Stephanie for finally getting her moment. Now here's the part that threw me off. Blue, Black, and Brown were all back together again. The trio reunited like it's old times. When was the last time we even saw Blue Black at a Thornton Township meeting? Probably around the time I first started covering Tiffany Henyard. I didn't expect to see him pull up, but considering he's still a trustee in Dalton, I guess it makes sense. He's cozying up to the new Thornton board. They already know his game anyway. And of course, Stanley was there, scheming as usual. The man's always trying to finesse an extra $25,000 just for being helpful. Classic Stanley move. And yeah, he's back at it with Brown again. That's why I call him Blue Black Brown. It's like the reunion nobody asked for. But seriously, Stanley, what happened to the plan, man? I had a vision for you. This was your shot to redeem yourself. And instead, you got caught up arguing with Jason House and running in circles. That's why folks stopped trusting you. Now you're out here showing up like you're not scared of Tiffany anymore? That's bold, because when she was around, you stayed silent. You wouldn't even breathe wrong in her direction. Tiffany had you on mute. You remember those Dalton trustee meetings when y'all were beefing? She didn't play with you. So trust me, showing up now doesn't mean you're safe. Stanley, your name's still floating in that FBI paperwork, whether you admit it or not. You're tied to Tiffany Henyard, and one way or another, somebody's answering for something. Either she's going to talk about you, or you're going to talk about her. Simple as that. So move carefully, because the streets and the feds are both watching. And for the record, nobody's buying that I've changed act you're trying to sell. Not a soul. Other than that, the meeting was short, smooth, and drama-free. Shout out to Miss Vivian Allen, the people's favorite survivor and the queen of township footage. Go subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. She's always on point. But yeah, man, Blue Black, I'm done talking about him. The meeting itself, over before you could even finish your coffee. When Vivian showed us the agenda, I thought we'd be in for at least an hour-long session. Nope, 10, maybe 12 minutes tops. They hired Stephanie, made a few quick moves, and wrapped it up. That's how you handle business. In and out, no circus, no shouting matches. Because let's be real, if Tiffany Henyard was still running that meeting, we'd still be there 3 hours later. She'd turn every single item into a full-blown argument. You remember her. Yelling, dragging out every disagreement, turning policy into performance. 10 agenda items? That's 200 minutes of chaos. Ignorant doesn't even begin to cover it. Now, though, total 180. The people on that board actually look professional. No one's up there wearing orange wigs, yelling into microphones like they're auditioning for a reality show. The only thing I'd change is Napoleon's mic setup. We could barely hear him half the time. Maybe you should take Tiffany's old gold microphone, since we could always hear her loud mouth crystal clear. Still, you could feel the difference. The energy was calm, controlled, respectful. For once, Thornton Township didn't feel like a sideshow. It felt like a government body. And I know the residents must be breathing a sigh of relief not having Tiffany's chaos representing them anymore. Because when your city's face becomes a meme, that's not leadership. That's embarrassment. Now I gotta ask, did they ever take down all those banners Tiffany had put up without paying? Y'all remember that? She ordered all those signs, refused to pay, then had the nerve to go repossess them herself. Straight up took $20,000 worth of signs she didn't own. And of course, she brought her cronies, Krigley and Ronnie Burge, the so-called police chief. The man ain't even licensed to be a cop, but there he was, helping her steal property from a company she owed money to. You can't make this up. The trustees told her not to do it, and she did it anyway, like she always did. Every time she got told no, She found a way to bulldoze through it. And now, she's trying to vanish quietly, acting like none of it ever happened. But we know better, because once that audit drops, every crooked move, every shady payment, every dollar that went missing, it's all coming to light. The countdown's already started. All right, y'all, let's talk about this audit situation real quick, because some people over there still don't get it. First off, they need to fire Robert Hunt's ass immediately. I mean, how is this man still sitting comfortable, still collecting a paycheck, like he didn't help Tiffany run that circus? If they're serious about cleaning house in Thornton Township, they gotta start cutting ties with everybody who had even a whiff of Henyard's nonsense on them. Every single one. And Robert? He was one of her main yes men, always grinning, always signing off on her shady spending sprees. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. She thought she was slick, running up township money like nobody would trace it back. But here's the thing. When you've got your name on that credit card, those purchases, they're on you, not the taxpayers, not the residents. You. So yeah, Robert, that little I didn't know excuse isn't going to fly when the heat turns up. And trust me, it's coming. You can't keep dodging accountability forever, and while we're at it, I hope you're back from Atlanta, because word is you and Leoti's been out there running wild, while court dates keep stacking up. You think skipping hearings is a flex? Nah, that's a setup. The feds are patient, my guy. They let you dig your own hole. And once they're ready, they'll close that trap fast. I'm telling you, I cannot wait for them to finally catch up with Tiffany for real. No cameras, no PR spins, no super mayor act. Just cold reality. Now, on a brighter note, shout out to new administration over in Thornton Township. Things finally look like they're turning around. Big respect to Mr. Paul Roberts for keeping it real at that meeting. He straight up asked a question everyone's been waiting to hear. Will this new board actually be available for the public? Because under Tiffany, forget about it. You could talk, but you'd never get an answer. She was a pro at dodging accountability, always smiling, always spinning, never explaining. But now, like, people are finally ready to listen, ready to fix what got broken. That's all folks have been asking for: transparency, honesty, some grown-up leadership. If they stick to that, Thornton Township might actually stand tall again. Anyway, I'll let y'all go. I got breaking news cooking up right now. Rumors flying that Angel Reese might be talking about a trade. Yeah, you heard me right. I gotta double-check the source before I drop the full story, but you know I'll be right back with the heat. So hit that like button, smash subscribe, and keep those notifications on, because this next one, it's about to get spicy.